Morning, everybody. It is Rolly, and I'm coming to you from our comfy couch inside the Wellness Center. I have been working here getting some things done, and so I just decided that instead of jumping in and getting all settled back into my office, I'm just going to get settled in and connected here. So this is where I am today. So for those of you catching the replay, hashtag replay. And also just a reminder that if you are trying to message me while I'm live, then you need to give StreamYard permission. So inside the description is StreamYard's link. And so if you actually click on that and it asks you to give it permission, and once you've done that once, you don't need to do it again. If you don't do that, then I have no idea who is commenting. I see your comments, but I have no idea who you are. So that's just so that you guys are aware of that. And because I use StreamYard all the time, and especially inside this group. So, and for those of you who are on YouTube, obviously you don't need to do anything different. But this is streaming directly into our YouTube account. Into our Holistic Wellness Lounge, as well as going on YouTube. So I am hanging out here today, trying to get a few things done. Today I am going to spend some time with my parents, with my boys. And so that's going to be, we're going to go and have dinner later on. I have to work again today at 3, and then after that I'm going to head over and make some supper, and we're just having some barbecue, some burgers on the barbecue. But that is what I'm going to be doing today. So what are you guys doing? It looks like that's really, really super nice out, but I haven't been outside, so I don't even know what it looks like. So, but it looks nice and warm. It was nice and warm yesterday. We had a beautiful road trip yesterday. We had to go and do some running around. And so we did that yesterday, and it was nice. I had my mom and my mother-in-law, as well as my husband, and so we had lots of fun. So this is the deck that I'm using today. So the reason I decided that I'm going to use this deck is that because if you are part of the Soul Whispers, which is a Yoga Nidra program, and if you are part of that and you have signed up for that, then we are starting to go into the chakras. And so we're starting with the root chakra today. And so I just thought that this would be so appropriate in terms of timing for us to be using this deck instead. So that is where things are. So I love this deck because it has obviously lots of colorfuls. Right, so but that's the outside of the deck, and then these are the inside of the deck, and so the colors are like so radiantly beautiful. And so it has one particular word that is connected with the image. So in this case is miracle. This one here is self-worth, and inside the deck has a lot of I'm just going to turn that off so that it doesn't keep dinging. It has a lot of different information inside the book. So the book is about this thick, and so it's about this big, and it actually has like a meditation to be able to go with it. So what I'm going to be doing today, and it has the explanation, it has the information, but what I'm going to be doing today is that I'm actually going to read the meditation specifically for you. So that way there you have that info. So I am going to start with that. And so I've got everybody from the list. So I'm going to start with Melissa today. And so Melissa's message for today. So if you are not sure what it is that I'm talking about with the Yoga Nidra program, so it's Soul Whispers, and it's 40 days. And so you get an email every 40 days, or every day for 40 days, as well as, because I have some people that absolutely do not like using email, which is fine, but we also have it in the portal so that you'd actually have access to it at all times. It gives you a daily prompt. It gives you a little bit of information inside the portal. The email is very short, so like there's not a whole lot of information in there except for that this is what we're doing and this is your daily prompt. So for people who are just looking for that quick connection, then that's where you're going to go. And for those of you who are francophone, one of the things that I'm going to be doing over the course of the next couple of months is getting it translated. And so each one of those are going to be translated. I'm also going to have a Yoga Nidra meditations that are actually going to be in French as well. So all of those things are going to be translated, and courtesy of Melissa. Melissa is going to help me with that. And so we'll actually be getting that done over the course of the next couple of months. And so that my French people have access to that as well. So it's going to be offered in both French and English, and you can choose and you can do both, and because you'll have access to both. So that's going to be one of the things that if you wanted to be able to do it in English, you can do it in English. If you wanted to be able to do it in French, or you wanted to do the prompts in French or in English, and you wanted to do the meditation in French, whichever way it is that works for you, you'll be able to actually do that. So that's going to be one of the things that are happening. So Melissa's got a jumper, and so Melissa, oops, you are experiencing facade. So this is your message for this week, and then you've got an impasse. Is the other, oh, there we go. This camera's not as great. There we go. So the impasse, so that is your message for today. So you've got facade and you've got impasse, and both of these are something. For the facade is that something's not as true as you believe it to be, and so but you're also at an impasse. So you're also at a road. Well, I can't even think of the word. You're at a crossroads. That's the word. So you're at a crossroads. And so it's really important for you to be able to take a look at whatever it is that's going on and see, and I'm not, this is somebody that's close to you is where this is at. You're at an impasse with somebody, and so I'm not sure who that is or what it is, but I'm sure that you know, but that's where I'm getting is that it's someone that is close to you that you are in this state with. So as you can see behind me, I've got a beautiful lamp, and it is handcrafted by my friend Brenda. And so she is a potterer. I'm not even sure if that's what you call them. I don't even know if that's what you call her trade or whatever it is. She's actually a social worker, but she's got but that's her lamp that she has, and it has a little something sleeping inside the tunnel or whatever it is that you call it. And so it is for sale for $80 if you're interested. But I love this lamp. We have this lamp on here all the time. So that is part of the decor, unless someone is looking to purchase it. So, Sai. I'm trying to remember how to pronounce your name. So, Sai, you are next. And if you are on and you're not on the regular list of, and you want to be added to the regular list, #weekly, and I will add you to the regular list. If you are on right now and you don't want to be added to the list, but you would like to have your name on the list, I mean, your name added to today's list, then definitely let me know and I will definitely put your name in. So you've got renewal is the message that you have, but you also had destiny. So you had a jumper. So renewal and destiny are your two words for today. So your message for today is all about there are things changing, there are things happening, and so it's time for you to be able to take a look at some of the things that you have been doing, and some change is in the air and you need to make some changes with what's going on. You're destined for great things. We are all destined for great things, but you in particular, at this particular moment, there are things that you need to be changing and shifting that you need to be taking a look at. So some things may have already been in the works, but now is that pivot point. So if something's been in the works, then this is the pivot point. Or if it hasn't been in the works yet and it's just been like a thought process, then it's time to take action at this point. So not sure if that helps you, but let me know. So Madame Blair is next, who is likely still hanging out at the cottage. Beautiful place to be, especially with our long winters. Is your cottage winterized, Lori? Let me know when you come on to catch the replay. Ooh, you've got some cards that are like jumping all over the place. So Lori, you have 3 messages today. So your first one is discovery. So discovery. And when I initially saw the image, it's the one that's in the background was like, but it's not. The hands are actually out in the air. So, but the discovery is I don't really want to hear, like that's my message from that card. And even though that's not what the card's showing, that was what the image part that came forward. And then you've got faith. So being able to have faith in whatever it is that is coming forward. There you go. This is not the best place to be doing this. There we go. There's better. But I really didn't want to get set up in my office today. So this is where I am. And then we've got balance. So you've got faith, balance, and discovery. So whatever it is that you are contemplating, whatever it is that you are shifting and changing, because I'm pretty sure that was the message that came forward last week, was that there are some changes that are actually happening. And so really important for you to take a look at some of those things, but at the same time, making sure that you're not balance is the one that I'm picking up on the most. Is so you're still trying to explore, you're still trying to figure out what next and how to be able to move forward. So that is so balance is what I'm picking up heavily, is that you need to take a look at it from both sides, and so that things are weighed a little more evenly so that it's not just one-sided. Bonjour, Melissa. You didn't. You were actually the first person today. So you are the first person. But I was talking about Yoga Nidra, and I was talking about the Soul Whispers, and I was talking about you, because I said that over the next couple of months, we're going to have the Yoga Nidra Soul Whispers translated, and so with your help, of course. And I don't even remember what your message was this morning. Oh, it was impasse. You had impasse and facade. So those were your 2 words today. Facade and impasse. And I'm proud of myself. I actually remember. Well, that was silly. I said what I was going to do is read the but I haven't even picked one of our cards. So I was going to read the meditation for our cards today. You are catching it live, Mary. So Mary, and you're ways down on the list. You're ways down on the list today. So, but I haven't even picked one of our group cards. So I'm going to pick one of our group cards next. Okay, so I have to do it on this side because this is better. So confusion and impatience. So I'm not sure what it is that you are impatient about and what your confusion is about. Awesome. Got a little busy with school again. Oh, nice. So you've got confusion and impatience. Excuse me. You can only see the booking, not the live. I don't know what that means. The booking and not the live. Not sure what that means, Melissa. I'm confused. I'm just going to check my phone to see if maybe you sent me a message. I don't know. I don't know. So I don't know what that means. But anyway, so you've got, now who's I'm distracted. So Cindy, you've got impatience and confusion. I'm confused. So maybe the card was for me. I'm confused. So, but you've got, I have to do it on the side. So confusion is, there's like too many, like if you actually look at that image, like there's too many messages that are coming forward for you and you're having some trouble with that and it's leaving you a little bit impatient. So I'm not sure what it is that you are doing or if there's a change that you're trying to make. But focus only on the ones who, be selective with the people that you're actually listening to. So I'm not sure if that makes sense, Cindy. Oh. Maybe it wasn't the best place to be hanging out today, because now the card fell underneath the couch. I'll be right back. So this couch is really cool. On the computer, I couldn't access the live, but I could on the phone. On the computer, it tells us to click the link to get a... Huh. Weird. I wonder why, because I'm logged in the exact same way that I normally do. Because I'm inside the group. And on... That is definitely confusion. I don't know how come. I am going to see. Maybe Facebook has changed something again. Who knows? So then that would explain why people have not jumped on, because you usually have more people jumping on. Oh, Facebook is driving me crazy with these things. So it's on a sales format. And so instead of being a Zoom link, or not a Zoom link, and you're right, Facebook does definitely do what it wants. Okay, so now if somebody's inside the group, they should be able to have access. So thanks, Melissa. Thanks, Mary. Because I'm sure other people were confused. So it made it create a sales post instead of being able to pick up the live. Like, that's just crazy. But, okay, Marianne, all that for being able to figure out what your messages are. So your first message is that you're on a quest. So there is something huge, there is something big that is changing, but whatever it is bittersweet. So and that bittersweet card comes when there's two different things that are happening, and this is in your throat chakra. They're the blue ones, and they're both in blue. So so there's something about voicing whatever it is that you need to be voicing, and speaking your truth. And so I don't mean telling the truth. It's about speaking the truth. What is it that is best for you that you haven't been telling others about how you are feeling or what you are thinking or how that is happening? So yay, got it. I made it. Okay, so were you able to hear the whole conversation, Melissa? Because what we were trying to do is, so what's happened for whatever reason, Facebook decided that it was going to make this post a sales post instead of a live. So I so can't wait till I think it's the 27th that I'm going to get my hair done and I'm going to get my brows done. And hopefully Helen will have a cancellation and she'll be able to get me in sooner. So there's hope. But my hair is all pretty frizzy because it was pretty humid yesterday. Yes, I know. It's like it wasn't a sale. It was a come and join me live. What are you doing? Crazy, crazy. But I went in and checked it. So I'm glad that you mentioned that. So I'm going to have to make sure next week until that kind of regulates itself. A lot of my posts are being done in a, apparently I got a mosquito bite. A lot of my posts are being done in a format like that. And it's just driving me crazy. Don't get it. I don't want tech issues. I just want it to be easy. But whatever. Okay, so were you able to hear me at all, Melissa, while you were doing that, or you just couldn't see it? Kind of curious as to what people were seeing. And so Tracy with an I. Oh my goodness, Tracy. Self-worth. So you've got self-worth is your first one. And then you've got the other one is wisdom. You couldn't see or hear anything. So I was saying that yours was right at the beginning, and I was, so you were the very first person. So enlightenment is your other one, Tracy. So you've got wisdom, enlightenment, and self-worth. And so that is so weird. But you were able to get it on the phone. Oh, Facebook. Oh, dear, do we ever love you. Self-worth. Self-worth. So if you actually look at this one, Tracy, it actually has like this path that's actually coming down. But when I initially looked at it, it looked like a tornado. And so that the chair was kind of sitting within the tornado. And so I'm not sure what it is that's going on for you, but what I'm picking up is that there's some friction around, but it is a path. Like, so it is a path, but initially, again, like same as the other one, is that initial glance. And so it looks like a tornado where the chair is there and that you're not feeling worthy of being able to get whatever it is. But on the one hand, so like you've got the wisdom, so like you know what it is that you need to be doing. And then the other card is the enlightenment. And so you've got the wisdom and the enlightenment to be able to know that whatever it is that you're not feeling worthy of is that you know that it's not true. So you're combating, which is probably why when I initially looked that it looked like a tornado. And so so I'm not sure if that makes sense for you. Tracy with an I. And so Vicky is next. So I've got Tracy, Vicky, and Bailey together today. So Vicky's message is self-worth. So you've got the same one, Vicky. Very interesting that both of you guys got the same one. But it's about that worthiness. So I'm not sure whether or not there's something, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But that is your message, Vicky. So you and Tracy need to be working on that self-worth. And whatever's going on for you, Bailey, you need to be praying. So setting out in prayer, being able to connect to that, being able to connect with that higher self. So whatever that higher self looks like for you, is where that prayer needs to be. And I know a lot of times people really struggle with that word prayer, and because then it's like that has to be like this religious thing, and prayer doesn't have to be coming from religion. And so I'm not sure whether or not that's the case for you, Bailey, where you struggle with that prayer. So setting an intention is a prayer. So setting an intention to your higher being is a prayer. So Ty and Richard, you guys are, and Ethel are all together. So you've got expansion. Nice. You've got expansion, and then you've got grief. So not sure whether or not you've let something go. So I don't know necessarily that it's a person. I did pick for you already, Melissa. You were the very first one. So the grief, and then there was a whole lot of conversation about you as we were kind of going through you not being able to get on. But I didn't know that you couldn't hear anything. But I'm glad you asked that question. So you've got grief and expansion. And so the grief, I'm not picking up, and you may have lost someone, but that's not the grief that I'm picking up. There's something that you have lost, but that loss is part of that expansion. It's about being able to, so what I'm picking up is that there's a lost part of yourself. So like you're grieving something that you used to be, or that you wanted to be, or that you had hoped was actually going to happen. And so whatever it is that loss is connected to, it is, there's expansion surrounding it. So it's about part of your self-growth and being able to change that way. So I'm going to do Richard and then Ethel. And then I'm going to, actually, I think I'm going to save our group cards to the end for today, because for whatever reason I'm just not feeling like I should be pulling the cards, so I'm just going to save them to the end and then do the meditation at the end, and then maybe just get people to relax and listen into the meditation. So Richard, your message is, wow, this card is coming up a lot. Self-worth. So self-worth is that, but what I'm picking up from that one, though, Richard, is that you feel that you're worthy. Whereas with the other two, that card was showing that they're struggling with that, but I feel that you've got that covered, and it's just a reminder that you are worthy of it. So Ethel, you're next. I've got like this wing and it's bugging me. Helen! Can you get me in early? So Ethel, your message is insecurity. So insecurity. So you're not feeling safe. So, which is obviously obvious with that, but whatever it is, I'm feeling like it's a vulnerability, something that, I don't know. So you're feeling vulnerable with something that's actually going on and something that's happening. So Mary, you are next. And thanks for helping me out with the issue. Mysticism. So there's some things that are, that you're not quite sure about. So like there's some mystery. There's some things that you're uncertain about. And are you having to write an exam? I know that you're back in school. Is there something about not knowing what's happening? That's what I'm picking up on that one. Mary is that. So Aline, you're next. Impartiality. So this is something, and I'm just feeling that this is something that's difficult for you to be impartial and not be, there's something going on with someone else and you are picking up. Nous ont fait des foins. Merci, Aline. So, but your message is impartiality. So there's something that's going on with someone else, or that it's involving someone else, and you're having trouble being able to just be, just kind of standing on the sidelines, that it's not about you, and you're having some trouble with just being there. Je sais pas si ça fait du sens, Aline. Sabrina. That's a very awesome jumper that you just got, Sabrina. Wisdom. So you've got wisdom and you've got miracle. So you know the things that you need to be doing. Bienvenue, Aline. So you know the things that you need to be doing. And it's like literally right around the corner. So whatever it is, I'm not picking up on what it is. But whatever that miracle is like literally right around the corner. But you know what it is. Like that's where the wisdom is coming from. So let me know if that makes sense, Sabrina. Allison, trickery. So there's someone around you that is not being honest. And they are very vain. So whoever it is that this person is around, this isn't about you, this is about someone else. So someone else around you is not being honest and they're very vain. So hopefully that makes sense for you, Allison. Miss Chris, you are next. Oh, that mosquito bite is driving me crazy. I have to put some lavender oil on there. Ooh, you've got mysticism as well. So this mysticism, so with Mary, it was more along the lines of like not really knowing what it is that's coming up. And this one here for me with you, Chris, is that this one here is about you specifically, is that you're being mystic, that you are, that you're not being forthcoming. And I'm not sure if it's not being forthcoming for yourself. Has to do with not being forthcoming. So whatever it is that that is. So Tracy, Miss Trey, you're next, and then it'll be Tracy O'Brien. So both of you guys are back to back today. So Miss Trey and then Tracy O'Brien. We're going to start with Miss Trey. Growth. Lots of things shifting for you. So that's where that growth is coming in. So there's lots of things. There's a lot of shift. There's lots of shifting happening. And Miss Tracy O'Brien. So Tracy, your message is facade. So pretending to be something that you're not is what it is that I'm picking up for that. So I'm not sure if you're trying to fit in to the groove with something, but that's, if you're trying to fit in with someone, it's not truly who you are. So that's what I'm getting from that. And then Sharon, last but not least, and then I will pull our group card. And because I'm going to be reading through the meditation, I will get you guys to get comfy. So, trickery. So somebody around you is not being honest. So that is your message. And it's somebody that you trust. So it's somebody that you trust that is not being honest. And our group cards for this week. So we have lots of yellow. So the yellow is the in that that connection of our, wow, I'm having a really hard time with my words today. Let's find the words, Rolly, find the words. So yellow is our solar plexus. And so that is our third chakra. So that one there comes with our self-esteem. That comes from our self-confidence, our doing, like that's where what is in that particular chakra. And so we've got dissipating, we've got joy, and we've got facade. But we also had a jumper that was gratitude. So this is the first card that jumped out. So we've got gratitude. So whatever it is that, like holding that into our space and holding that into our heart. And then, but the facade is like not being who you are not meant to be. And so that is really important for you to be able to do, and doing things that bring you joy, right? So like these two here are coming up together saying, you're not doing what it is that you need to be doing. And dissipating. So just kind of letting things go. So like with that facade is that you're just letting things slide on by, and you're not allowing yourself to be able to do the things that bring you joy. So those are your messages. So I'm going to get you guys to get comfy, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the meditation that comes out of the book. So the author is Tori Hartman, and so she has a meditation at the end of each one. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to find them all first. I can't find. Dissipating. Where's dissipating? Okay, there it is. Okay. So I want you guys to get comfortable, and so just focus in on your breath. So close your eyes and get comfortable and just focus in on your breath and just bring that awareness to your breath. Not changing anything with your breath, just allowing yourself to be and just being in this space. Sit quietly with what you speak of so frequently. Take a breath. What do you wish to do? Become aware of the feeling in your body. Is it apprehension? Is it enthusiasm? In your mind's eye, take one step towards carrying out your wish. For example, are you thinking of writing a book? Pull out the first sheet of paper or turn on the computer. Then take it to the next step, then the next. Will you dream it or will you do it? And just continuing to bring your awareness to your breath and allowing you to be in that feeling and that sensation. And taking a deep breath. And imagine yourself as a child, running and taking flight. Veer off to the clouds and find a playground in the sky. Swing, slide, laugh, and if you choose, find other children to play with. Enjoy yourself. While you are there, you will receive a message of some kind. You ask your child self if there is anything else that you need to know. Just allow yourself to be with that child. And I want you to sit with Dancing Daisy or with your inner child. Look at her and allow her to fill you. Now imagine a ball of sunshine in your solar plexus. That is in your gut. That is like right above your abdomen. Let it expand, allowing the room to be filled with radiant energy. Send it out to the universe with love. Things manifest quickly after touching this energy. And bringing your awareness back to your breath. And over the course of this next week, I want you to spend a few minutes each day making a gratitude list. When you're making this gratitude list, do not take a look at the days previous. Every day, begin your list. At the end of the week, I want you to read all the lists. And then I want you to notice what keeps coming up. And one of the questions are you on that list? Just continuing to take in deep breath. And allowing yourself to be. And taking 3 deep breaths. And I want you to slowly bring your awareness back into the room and into the space. And sending you off with lots of love and light into this week. And I will chat with you guys later. Have a great day. Bye for now.